It's your girl Natural Lore here.
Hey, it's your girl Jonna.
And we are happy to bring you another episode of Curls, Culture, Couture.
On today's episode, we're going to start off talking a little natural hair talk. And my thing that I want to talk about is the influx of natural hair events. Recently, I was at an expo that in previous years had a huge attendance, but this year the attendance seemed like it had slacked off, like majorly. And we were kind of talking about, you know, are people over the natural hair events? Is it that people just aren't interested? Is it that there's so many of them? Are they too similar? So in my opinion, I really just feel like there's always somebody going natural every day. Somebody makes that decision to go natural every day. And so it's good that there's events for them to go to. I don't think that it should stop, or that people should not be able to bring whatever their vision for an event is to life. But what I think ends up happening is people get their vision from another person's event. Mm-hmm. So I go to an expo and I'm like, wow, that was great. I could do that. And then you just go and try to put your own spin on another person's event. Mm-hmm. And then basically you kind of shortchanging your audience because they feel like they've seen it before. It was just something like that this weekend. Or you have like a small area like where we live in Virginia where it's not that big. It's not that many people. And yes, you can draw your own audience. I mean, I've gone to an event and seen people I had never seen at natural hair events before. But at a certain point, the market is saturated. There's so many events going on. I remember a couple years ago, there was one weekend. I so happened to be out of town for another natural hair event. There were 6 natural hair events in one weekend. 4 on a Saturday and 2 on a Sunday. All in like Norfolk, Virginia Beach. It wasn't even like in the peninsula.
Somebody didn't do their research.
It was just too much. And I think when people see something that they feel like they can always get, then they aren't so pressed about buying tickets. And then what happens is you're splitting this pie amongst so many people. People only are going to go to so many events. People only going to spend so much money. And they're going to pick and choose what it is they feel like they're going to get the most out of, you know, when they go. The new naturals, they deserve great events, just like those of us who have been natural for years and we feel like we've gone to every natural hair event that could possibly happen.
I think it's 2 things to it. One, it is an oversaturation. Definitely, like she said, 6 events in one weekend. First of all, if you're an event planner like yourself and you consult a professional like Jonna, she's going to tell you to do your research, to find out what other events are going on. And that's a part of your plan, your strategy. You need to see if there's other people out there that are going to be in your competition. What if you have a show that's scheduled at the same exact time another show is going on, and these people are more popular? It's an annual event. They've done it every year. People are used to what they get there, and then you have your first time event or your second time event, and you don't have a large audience because you didn't do your research. And then 2, for people like myself and like Jonna who have attended several natural hair events, we're looking for something new, something fresh, something that makes us want to attend the event. But there are people who do general admission tickets, and there are people who do VIP tickets. And I feel like if I buy a VIP ticket, I want a very important person experience. I want something that somebody who didn't get a general admission ticket has. And you know, some people are doing it like they have the, not cut to, I don't know what they call it, but you get to jump the line basically. You don't have to wait in line if there's a long line. You get a special swag bag, you get some extra goodies in there. Now, some places I haven't seen where you get special seating. I feel like that is part of a VIP experience. There should be a certain section, no matter what time you come, if you've purchased that VIP ticket, you deserve to be in that VIP area, up close, wherever it is, whatever the case may be. Second thing is, if you are planning events, you got to go outside the box, because not only do you have the new people that you're trying to attract, you have seasoned people who you're trying to continue to have come to your event. So they need something to attract them other than the, you know, traditional panel products and stuff like that. All right, if you guys have tuned into our previous episodes, you know that we made mention to Oxygens Sisterhood of Hip-Hop. It actually premiered last month, and I believe we're in the 4th episode, and it follows 5 female rappers who are on their journey to the top. So we've been tuning in each week, kind of getting a feel for the show, and basically we're going to give you a rundown of the cast members on the show. We're going to start off with Naima Supreme. She is a rapper from New York, and I believe she's mentored by Timbaland. Not really sure who she's signed to, but in the show's airing of her, she's kind of like the one that has her guard down, not really willing to open up to the other ladies in the group, and she's kind of learning how to work on that, so to speak. So, yeah, that's Naima Supreme. Moving on to the next lady, we have Brianna Perry. She's signed to Po Boy, and she's the college student. She's the one who's trying to learn the behind the scenes of it as she's trying to develop herself into an artist. And if you've been keeping up with the episode, she recently just fired her mom because she wasn't basically representing her the way that she wanted to. So that's kind of like her dilemma in the situation. And next we have Saya, who wants to be known as the first openly gay female rapper in the industry. She's also from New York. She's signed to Tank, and if you guys have been watching, you kind of know she's in a volatile relationship. Well, I don't want to call it volatile, that's kind of much, but she's kind of in a yeah, it's a much relationship with her girlfriend Renee from California. So that's basically where she stands. And next we have Bia from Boston, and she is signed to Pharrell and somewhere in the production. I don't believe she is signed to Star Trek, but she definitely is mentored by him. Her situation on the show is basically between moving and shaking and trying to take care of her little sister that lives back home in Boston. And then our last lady, who everybody should know her, but according to Naima Supreme, she didn't know her. Diamond, Crime Mob, Nuck If You Buck. Who don't know that song?
But look, if you buck, look, if you buck.
Diamond is trying to establish herself as a solo artist. She was well known for her relationship with Little Scrappy, then her relationship with Soulja Boy, and she's trying to disconnect herself from all of the negativity from that and kind of put her career first. So she's kind of struggling with that. So from what you have seen so far in the show, Jonna, what is your take from it?
Well, the first thing I do like about the show is it seems like everybody's goal is to bond and to get to know each other, talk to each other, and try to get to know each other past like just the industry. So I do like that part of the show. I like the fact that they are showing themselves to try to be supportive, and like Timbaland was saying, like, it's better if you guys come as a force together. Exactly. Because it's not that many of y'all. Why you fighting with each other? It's like team up, and your competition really is men, because men are dominating the music industry right now. So I like that part of the show, that they're all really trying to focus on their career. The music, I'm not feeling it, but at the same time, they're new artists, they're young artists. I'm from the Nas, Biggie, Jay-Z era of hip-hop, so I'm looking for a little bit more in the lyrics.
Yes.
And well, a lot of them aren't New York rappers, and that's sort of like New York style. I'm partial to New York style hip-hop, but you know, I'm for it. You know, I think they have great men in the industry behind them that's going to make sure they don't put out any crap. I'm not a fan of the music yet, but I think maybe the more we hear it.
But the fact that they are working with Tank, Timbaland, and Pharrell speaks volumes for them as artists and what they see in them. But just like Jonna said, they do need to hone in and kind of work on their skills. But we were kind of both saying this is episode 4, and there has been minimal drama, but it's still enough to keep you intrigued on what's going on. They still have things that's going on in their life, but it's not like the typical drama where everybody off the bat, you know, zones in on one person.
They're not fighting each other.
Yeah.
They're dealing with their issues, but they're not necessarily beefing with each other, sleeping with each other's man, all that type of stuff. So it just goes to show you can have a reality show that does have the drama. Like everybody wants the struggle. Everybody wants to hear the struggle. Like we were talking about before with Mary J. Blige a couple episodes ago. It's like, I like it when Mary J. Blige going through a struggle, because the music's better, because people can feel like they can relate relate to a struggle. People want somebody to root for. They want you to get through the struggle. You know, nobody cares about the person that has no struggle. It's like, she's fine,
happy,
you're good,
great.
People want to see like a struggle and then you overcome. Like, we want to see the whole story.
As people, we do have a lot of stuff going on in our lives, and there's enough, I feel like, in people's lives where you don't need the extra fist throwing drama and all that extra crazy stuff to make a show successful. And on to our favorite segment on the show. We are finding out we cannot live without this segment, and somebody is always giving us something to rock it or stop. And I know that you blah 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 blah. I am sure that you guys have all tuned in to Love and Hip Hop 3-part reunion, and we want to use these ladies as our rock it or stop it. We're gonna go ahead and start off with Titi, and we're using the black dress that she wore in the individual interview that her and Benzino did. I liked the look. It was very elegant with the lace and the high-low. I think the face was beat to death. Her hair looked good. And overall, I think she did a pretty good job. What do you think, Jonna?
Only thing I didn't like was the shoe. I feel like the shoe was out of place. It didn't really go with the femininity of the dress with the lace. It just seemed sort of hard. I wish she would have wore a more dainty feminine shoe.
I can agree with that. So we could say rock it for the dress, stop it for the shoes.
Yes, definitely. So next up we have Erica Dixon. First of all, I just want to say I absolutely love this hairstyle on her. Gorgeous. That bob, that wavy bob is definitely gorgeous for her. Facial structure, her makeup looked great. I actually was okay with the dress. I wasn't a huge fan of the dress. It just seemed kind of a lace dress or whatever. What I didn't really like was that the under part of the dress underneath the lace, it didn't match her skin tone. Now maybe she wasn't trying to have it match her skin tone to give that nude look, but I think it would have been 100% better if that would have just matched her skin tone.
I agree. So we gonna collectively say stop it for that look.
Yeah. Rock the hair, stop the dress.
Yes,
definitely. Next up we have Mimi's girl Arian, and she has on this white jumpsuit. I actually like the top of the jumpsuit. It's the bottom that's a little
confusing, a little bit.
I don't really like the wide leg from the ankle down. It's like it fits the leg and then it's like very bell bottom. I don't like it, but maybe it's going with the sort of retro body wave or finger wave hairstyle. I was not a fan of this lip on her. I'm saying stop.
I like it. I liked it. I like the black lip. It looked much better than in this picture. It looked much better on the show.
I like the makeup. The makeup she can rock.
But the hair she wasn't
feeling.
The
hair and the jumper, I'd say stop it.
I'm gonna say rock it and stop it. Right along to Mimi Faust. And just like Titi, she had on a lace number, black lace number. I believe it was shorts, and it went down into a gown type of situation. I think she looked very good. Hair was pulled back. Makeup was done very well. New boobs was sitting up nice and right in that dress. So for me, the shoes actually were nice. They went along with the dress. What do you think, Jonna?
Yes, this is a rocket, head to toe. Mimi slayed. If Titi would have wore these shoes with her dress, she would have been all rocket. But yeah, Mimi, you rock that. You go.
2 thumbs up, Mimi. And last but not least is our girl Tammy, and I think she took it home. Tammy looked absolutely amazing. The hair was gorgeous, even though we know it came off during the show, but it's all
detachable.
Good. Yeah, detachable. She put that joint back on quick, but I think she looked gorgeous. The look, her hair, her makeup, it was really doing it for me. So I give it 2 thumbs up and a definite rocket.
I give it a rocket too. She looked flawless. Tammy also was flawless. But then again, she's a stylist, so I expect nothing less from her. If she would have came up here looking a mess, I would have been like, what?
So we hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any thoughts, make sure to share them with us. Comment below. And until next time, peace.
Peace.
If you guys have, I don't like, alright. Ugh,
yeah, that was
sounded so, yeah, right? And then I did the hand movement like I was jogging. Alright, if you guys have watched...
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait, he wasn't ready. Reporting live. Okay, so if you got... Okay, you ready? Serious face.
This is not a serious face. I will cut all of this out, but I'm just saying. Okay.
Might make for good blooper.
Like, right. Because I'm like, I did not want to talk about natural hair events. It's long. Right. I don't know what I'm about to say right now. Hold on, let me think. What's I about to say?
Deep breath. we are happy to bring you another episode of episode.
How you
We
doing?
are seriously. The general admission tickets and the that is so rude during the show.
Rudeness.
I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on, let me turn my ring off. I didn't even know it was on. Okay.